An ocean, a cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is great inside this narrow maze. We speak, but oh, nothing. We run our separate ways. Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy with someone else? You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on? We got Libra Girl, welcome back. Sky Ash, what's up? Renee, hello. Jessica and Crystal. We got everybody's here tonight. We're just starting out. We're starting out early lately. It's one of those, it's one of those weeks where you just want to do everything early. You're just starting a little early, get a few more readings in, and do all of that good stuff. So we just did a flip through of the, what was it? The Erotic Fantasy Tarot. Yesterday we did the Food Fortunes Tarot. So we got more videos on the way. We got channel news coming probably tomorrow. We have a big tarot author coming in here tomorrow as well. So be here at 1 p.m. Central and see, what it takes to create a tarot deck. So we got a bunch of tarot authors lined up for the next probably month. So we're going to see and interview them and see how it goes. And y'all can ask your questions because I think that's pretty important, right? That is, it's important to sort of ask, how did you get started? How do you create a tarot deck? Instead of just getting my opinion, we get everybody else to sort of, spill the beans on how they were motivated, what they were excited about, some problems that they had getting started and all of that. Andrew, thank you for hanging out. KSW, what's going on? Linda, what is up? In the meantime, we got some questions. By the way, if you're new here, we got what am I doing hitting the key? If you're new here, we have a button. There is no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick at random. So let's see what we got. Sounds like fun indeed. I'm happy you'll be interviewing the artist of the Little Buddha Tarot. Following that for a while. Very, very cool. Sky wants to know what is coming with the love life. Let's try that out, Sky. Let's see what kind of love life you have around the corner. See if there's anything good coming in said love life. We use my tarot because I love my tarot. So it might as well love you back, That made absolutely no sense. But whatever. We also have we have an artist too. We have an artist that did a tarot deck that did the tarot deck for somebody else. So I'm kind of curious, what their perspective is on doing art for somebody else and how they enjoyed it, and how they got motivated with it and all that other stuff. Starlight, the first donation I received tonight. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Now, let's take a look at what is coming with the love life. Oh, you've had some challenges there. We got a little bit of the 8 of Cups action. It almost seems that we just had a challenge around the corner. like almost, just a little while back over that way, we had a bit of a challenge and almost we either had to abandon it or we had to find a way to get out of it or something just happened where things just collapsed. It just feels like that love is not that successful. One of the big problems, according to this card at least, is just a lack of choices. You don't have the opportunity like you used to with choices with different people sort of in there. It just feels like it just doesn't have the choices that we need in love that are going to make us happy. Because love is indeed sort of that feeling of, I want some good choices. I want something that's going to be good. I want something decent, right? I don't want to get stuck into something where I'm just barely making it, barely have our head above water. I just don't think that works overall in the grand scheme of things. And you see that with the Four of Wands, right? We just want to sort of be happy. We want to have that stability. We want to have something that is going to be sturdy, something that's going to be stable, something that we can rely on, because the unreliability in relationship, I think, is just going to be a problem overall. The Page of Pentacles as well, the lack of stability in what we're finding just doesn't seem to make it float. So yeah, we got the problem as well. So we got a couple of different challenged cards, but overall, I think it'd be a little bit better, a little bit better later. Yeah, right now it may be some challenged, but maybe later it will pick up and go. Weekend forecast with some Poe. Let's do it. Let's see what Edgar Allan has in store for you, my friend. What does Edgar Allan have in store for Star Bright? Let us find out. Oh, it's nice and relaxed. It's nice and relaxed tonight. We have time to like shuffle cards, all the stuff that we didn't have time yesterday. Yesterday we got like 40 donations. So we didn't have time to do anything but rapidly read as fast as humanly possible. So one of those nights, but it is the TO show. TO show sometimes does have those nights. So, you never know. All right, let's find out weekend forecast for Star Bright. See what kind of good stuff we got. We got Saturday. We got Sunday. I'm just saying the weekend's already started. It is Friday night. It is time to sort of enjoy what we got. Enjoy a little bit of the weekend. You know what I mean? Grace OD, what is going on? How are you doing tonight? Why is this so dark? Does this look dark to anybody else, or is this just dark to me? Let's see. I got my lights on. Lights look good. Maybe I can crank the lights more. Is it just the cloth that's killing me over here? Let me put up the lights a little more, crank them up. There we go. That's a little bit better. It just looks sort of odd. Maybe it's the cloth. I think I'm switching out the cloth. All right, but before we do that, let's read for Star. So Star, we got an interesting thing here. As far as weekend forecast, justice is served, right? High Priest, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. Justice is served. I think this weekend is a balancing act for you. You're trying to figure out what to sort of focus on. You have all sorts of different moving pieces here. Queen of Pentacles says we're able to sort of get those down. We're able to sort of get a hold of those where we need to get a hold of it. But the problem is just a little bit too much for a weekend. It's almost like a little bit too adventurous of a weekend. Like something is just not working. Something is just not moving and flowing as well as it needs to be. And we're defensive about something as well. It's almost like that we got hit with something. We had a little bit of a speed bump in the road where we're just trying to recover from it. This weekend just feels like there's too many things a balancing act that we're not too thrilled about it. And the Two of Wands as well being reversed. It just says that, yeah, we're not able to get the domain. We're not able to get the control of it. And I think the biggest part of the weekend is we're not able to sort of see what's coming next week. I think next week is going to be kind of interesting, but we can't really get a grip on it. Can't really sort of see into there where we need to be. It just seems sort of challenging to sort of get into that. I'm not saying the weekend's bad. We just have a little bit of a defensive nature. We're trying to get things coordinated and a couple of things moving that shouldn't be moving at the same time, or a couple of things we're juggling that we shouldn't have to do at the same time. It just sort of takes us back a little bit, pushes us back a step, right? Pushes us back a step over the weekend. And that's sort of, a little bit on the annoying side, but yeah, there you go. Other than that, it's all right weekend. Not saying that's just going to ruin your weekend. It's just one more little thing, sort of a little moving part that we have to deal with. I have no idea why that is dark. But that is dark indeed. Maybe it's the cloth. Let's switch cloths and see if that fixes it. You know, technical. We're having technical details. So I guess sewing details. We're having sewing technical details. Technical difficulties and details. You know, it's Friday night. You got to give me a break sometime. It is Friday night. That looks a lot better. It is the cloth. Something about the cloth. Anyway, let's go with a high priest. Thank you, high priest, for your donation. High priest has a question up in here. Will it get called claims examiner position? Need someone right away, and it's also more money. That's what you need, is more cash, because there's one thing better than cash, and that is more cash. And if I'm going to do claims, if I'm going to be an examiner, I would use this deck here, the Tarot in Wonderland. It's one of those decks where it makes you feel like a claims examiner. It just makes you feel like examining something, because it is the Tarot in Wonderland. Now, keep in mind, there is another version of this coming out. Yogi and IT guy Ariane, welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing tonight? We got Lady here, Wendy, Bartman, everybody's here. It's officially a party. The weekend has started, my friends. The weekend has begun. It is going to be out of control this weekend. It is going to be fun and massively entertaining, I'm telling you now. All right. Well, I get a claims examiner position. They need someone right away. We got a little bit more money. 8 of Wands says you are moving towards that. 5 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Magician. We're going with a thumbs up here. This is looking really good. I mean, it looks kind of odd. We do have a couple of odd cards here, but let's sort of go through those and see where we're at, right? Ciabaneko? I don't know how to pronounce that. DC, what's going on? Good to see you. First of all, you have 2 movement cards. That's good. That is great. If you're looking for getting a job, if you're looking for moving into a position, 2 movement cards is an excellent sign. That is like the clouds parting, the sun coming in, and this beautiful, beautiful situation just sort of arises. You have 2 movement cards, and you did say they need someone quick. The 8 of Wands is a fast movement card. I go over that in my book. 8 of Wands is a fast movement card. It's a quick card. So if you're looking for quickness, if you're looking for things to sort of turn around in a rapid pace, that is going to be it. The more money, you're really feeling that too. You need that. This is something where you're sort of stuck. You're not making the cash that you need, right? Ariane, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Not making the cash that you need. We're not sort of getting where we need to be. And the Chariot moving forward, getting into this position is going to be beneficial for a lot to you to get that. And the Magician says you have the skills to do it, right? They're looking at your resume. They're looking at your application. They're like, hey, this person's looking really good. High Priest seems to be the person that we need. Overall, this is going to be a thumbs up. I think that you will get called indeed. We have the rapid movement. We have sort of feeling that you do need the more money. We have another movement followed by the skills to pay the bills. Looking good. Looking good, High Priest. This is a great reading for them. Not a thing in sight. Not a thing in sight that would sort of point us to that. Now, when I say it's weird, the 5 of Pentacles is a weird card, but you said it pays more money. Normally, I would translate the 5 of Pentacles to say maybe it doesn't pay more money. I think that basically sort of points to, yeah, you are having challenges with money. You could use more money as far as that goes. JJ Flower, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you so much. So let's sort of see what we got next. We got an action-packed thing. We got a question below for Ariane over here. What does Ariane want to know? The want to know. Is Tyree and Erica in a relationship? You see them collabing, and it seems collabing together with his sea moss and her ginger juice. I'm not sure what that means. It doesn't sound clean. But I don't know what that means, because I'm saying
Everybody loves the D.
and I don't know if hold on, what are we at? Let me phrase it correctly. The sea moss and her ginger juice. I don't know if that means that
music to make love to.
It could be. It could. I don't know. I just don't. I mean, maybe somebody help me in chat. I mean, I'm just saying, Philippe, what is going on? How are you doing? Anyway, basically, it's a yes or no question. Are they together? Are they in a relationship? They're doing something with the sea moss and the ginger juice. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe they're pouring it all over their naked body. I'm not going to ask. But I'm going to say that the Light Seers Tarot is going to have some information about whatever the sea moss and the ginger juice are. You see them coming together in business. Oh, okay. All right. Let's find out. So was that a auto correction on the phone? Wait a minute. Did you speak into the phone and it translates coming together in business to sea moss and ginger juice? I don't know. If that's the case, whatever operating system your phone has, you need a different one. If it like butchered it that much, I'm not saying that iOS is the best voice to text ever, but it's not going to say a business relationship is sea moss and ginger juice. I don't think that has ever happened to me before. It has butchered it pretty badly, though, one time where I sent something to somebody that sounded sexual, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell are you? But yeah, anyway, are they in a relationship? That's what we want to know. Four of Wands, they are comfortable together. They are comfortable together indeed. Ooh, look at that. The Star, they enjoy each other's company indeed. I mean, I think that they have something happening over there. You'll notice this is interesting though, right? It's like the tarot is saying that, hey, I mean, we have a little bit of a connection. We have the Star. They're guided together. They're supposed to be together. They have the Four of Wands just being at home with each other and all of that stuff. But you don't really see any other clues of a relationship. Now, do you? I think it's because it's hidden. The Seven of Cups says there are sort of a little shell game happening, right? If you've ever seen a magician do the shell game where he's like putting the shells around, and you're confused about what is going on. You don't really have this very, sort of the idea of the relationship is elusive. And I think this is what's happening here. You're playing the shell game. He literally looks like they're playing the shell game. I think that's what's happening. They're making like they're not, but indeed they are. And the final clip is the Knight of Wands. They're taking actions together. And I do think that they're in a relationship, obviously entertainment purposes only, but I'm going to go thumbs up, right? We got a little bit of hearts in here. I think that they are looking at each other like, hey there, I've got ginger juice. If you've got the moss, Anyway, JJ wants a general, and tonight is a general kind of feel tonight. One of those, you just sort of relaxing. It's Friday. We're winding down the week. We got the Tarot Tower up here. Star Bright, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. Love for the rest of May. Star Bright, let's get that done after JJ. JJ wants a general. Let's do it. Charisma, what's going on? Charisma, what question do you have tonight? Charisma, post a question in there. Stuff a question out there. Stuff a question out there into the ether. Wendy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Wendy, it's been a while. I think I recognize your graphic, Wendy. You were here before, right? I think it's been a while. Anyway. Okay, let's find out the general. King of Pentacles. Ooh, next to the Ten of Pentacles. This, JJ, I think the next 2 months is your month. It is your month. I think this is really, really your time to manifest what you need. We have a lot of Pentacles and then the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is domain. It is being the master of your domain. It is being sort of in control of what you have. And you put it next to a lot of money. I'm just saying, you put it next to a lot of money in these Pentacles, it is looking like either you are really going to run into some great money really soon. The next 2 months, it does seem like that you are better at earning. You have that perspective, you have that power to where you can get domain, you can get control of your situation, of where you're at. You can look down across the swath of people and villages that you have in the Two of Domains standard card. And it just looks like this is your time to do that. Working, get you the results that you need. That's important here. It could be that big project that you've been holding off. It could be the painting that you've always wanted to do, but you just haven't had the time. time, haven't had the motivation. This could be your time to where you're just going to crank that thing out and just like rocket into the stratosphere with those skills. You know what I mean? And yeah, we have the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. That's the master of cash, the master of Pentacles. Earthly things. Again, earthly things covers a lot of stuff. It covers stability in relationships. It covers, obviously, money. It covers possessions. It covers manifestations. Anyway, Sunflower, thank you for joining us. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you as always. But overall, that is looking really, really good. JJ, I think the next 2 months, focus on the important stuff. Focus on stuff that you couldn't get done, the things that just seem to have a problem getting done. I think that is going to be your focus. Anyway, speaking of focus, Star Bright wants a Modern Love Tarot, and get the rest of May. Get the rest of May and find out how that is going to go. I mean, Modern Love, Star, I mean, this is where you need to be. I think this is your focus right now. This is your focus right now. You got to paint the third bedroom. Oh my, that is a pain. Mina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, Modern Love Tarot, the rest of May. May's rounding out, by the way. May is rounding out here. We're on the 22nd? And Four of Cups, May, it just doesn't seem like May is producing what you need emotionally. May could have one of those things. I think it is providing you some emotional support. I think it is sort of kicking you into the high gear. But the Four of Cups says, I'm just not that satisfied. I just don't have a lot of things that I really want to have. And part of that is the Hanged Man. It is about enlightenment. I think that you're on a slow roll through May. May does feel like it's going a little bit slower. It feels like it's dragging. It feels like a turtle is sort of just carrying you through the entire month. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of happiness and action and things that you sort of need emotionally. I think that it's going to clear up, right? We have the Three of Wands. We're sort of looking into June. I think June is going to be a lot better in a variety of ways. Now, the biggest thing here, Star Bright, the biggest thing here is planning for the rest of June, planning for next month, planning for what is going to be there, what opportunities are going to open up, and what kind of people can we meet, right? That could be, so join some Facebook groups and get out there, maybe the meetup groups, and, you know, sort of be out there, be present, let the world know that you are ready for something, ready for some interesting stuff, some good stuff. I think the world will indeed provide that. So I think June is going to be a lot better. June just feels better. It feels like it's not as big of a problem as May was, but May does indeed feel challenged in a variety of ways. Wendy, should I do the project with air conditioner? I think you should. Air conditioning is pretty exciting. Air conditioning is pretty exciting. Should I do the project with AC? Let's find out. Let's find out indeed. YouTube gaming emoji. Who did Arion? Okay, cool. Oh man, let's find out. Oh, we'll put this up. We can go. We can break it out early tonight. Break it out early tonight. Get some Mons Tarot out there. We're gonna do some shuffling tonight. It's a nice and sort of casual Friday. You know what I mean? Pants are optional on the stream today. Pants are optional on the stream. It's not required at any stretch of the imagination. You know, if you want to go without pants while you watch the stream, that's fine. They are optional because it is Friday. It's a nice, relaxed, kind of just chill Friday, you know, just kind of hanging out with everybody, hanging out. Star, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So, am I going to do a project with AC or not? Is AC worth my time? Is AC going to produce what they need to produce? Because AC may be lazy sometimes. We don't know. Weekend reading for Sunflower. Thank you, Boo Boo, so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Man, a lot of cups. A lot of cups. Wendy, it's an emotional decision, Wendy. It feels like it's just downright emotional. You need to do this emotionally. You need to make this decision emotionally because I think this person does have an impact. Whether you like it or not, they do have an impact on sort of where you're going to be emotionally, where you're at, what type of things you're going to feel emotionally. Because you have the Five of Cups. A little bit of a disappointment, a little bit of a buyer's remorse if you start the project with this particular person. And we have the Knight of Cups, which does indicate that they do carry their emotions on their sleeve, but they're also able to affect you. It's almost like you have a little bit of a connection with this particular person. They are able to affect you. The Three of Cups is traditionally a celebration card. I think that's what you're looking at. You're looking at the possibility of, yeah, this could go all right. This could be a celebration. This could be something that's just really decent, really feels like it really works for us and all that stuff. The Three of Cups is overall it works. But the fact that it is all cups, Wendy, says this is an emotional decision that you need to make. How is this person going to affect me in that regard? Because we can have a great project, Wendy. We can't have everything go fantastic, go great. But at the end, we're just an emotional wreck. The person just sort of just drags us into all this other crap that we don't need to be in. You need to watch out for that. That's the only thing. But will it be successful? I think the thumbs up says yes. Thumbs up says yes, it will be successful. You do have a celebration card at the end. Starbright, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you so much. In the meantime, let's go to Mina. Career reading. Do we have any changes, promotions, any good news on how that is going to go? I want to go with this one over here. This one's exciting, my friends. It is the Shadowland Tarot. Everybody indeed loves the Shadowland. It's just fantastic. It is fantastic. All right, Star, I got your question in the queue. Thank you again. I appreciate you. Lady, what is going on? It is good to see you. All right, Mina, where are we at with this? We need some changes up in there. And the Two of Cups says there are some things, sort of a carrot on a stick. Death, Four of Wands. We're looking for changes. So your first question is any changes? And then we have the Death card right in our face. The Death card just sort of pokes us right in the eye like Moe in the Three Stooges. And it feels like that Death card is there for a damn good reason. When you have the Death card in changes, I talk about this in my book, right? You're really sort of looking at the Four of Wands as the result and the Two of Cups. This is a good card. Changes for the better, changes to make you more at home, changes to get you where you need to be. And I think that's sort of the problem now, right? You're not where you need to be. You don't have all of the abilities. You don't have all of sort of the power. You don't have sort of that forward momentum that you would like in various regards for that. But that Two of Cups is the kissy card. It says that we are getting into somewhere where we can be comfortable. We can make a connection that is going to be important. We can get to where we need to be. Four of Wands, feeling at home during that. These two cards together, they're insane. We have a happy home. We have a happy connection with something, someone, something else that's going in there. And the changes bring us to that, right? Now, part of the reason that we're at the change is because working hard. It seems that your work has been noticed. You do have things that you do that are sort of prominent enough that people take notice. I think that's going to be important with the Queen of Wands as it moves forward. But that is a master of multitasking, and that is looking fantastic. So yeah, you wanted changes? Now you have them. A week ahead reading for a Star. Let's check that out and find out what is going to happen in the week ahead. I think we'll do a little bit of a Ciro Marchetti for here, a little bit of the Encore Tarot feel as it goes, a little bit of the Encore feel. All right, and see what the week ahead does bring. That's going to be pretty important here. One of the things that we sort of see with the Encore Tarot, Lovers, the Five of Wands, okay, and this Swords. Now, just remember that when we have a week ahead, when we have a reading for a day or a week or something like that, sometimes it just feels like that we just need to remember that's a very short time frame. That's a very short time frame indeed. We have big challenges, big changes. That's going to be in a very short little span of time. So just sort of look at the Eight of Swords. The week ahead says that we're not able to get what we need done because we're being held back. We're not getting that mode where we're going 100%. We're being held back. We're not able to get a lot of the goals, a lot of the aspirations, a lot of the things that we need. The Lovers feels like that we have what we need. We have the situations that we need there, but there is some conflict getting what we need. Now, why are we restricted like this? Why are we held back? Why are we blindfolded? I really think it's about other people. It could be jealousy. It could be somebody else wants the limelight. It could be somebody is not working to your best interest, or somebody has some great intentions, but at the end of the day, those intentions just don't work out. You know what I mean? Have you ever had that where like good intentions just don't work out for the best? And I think that the conflict, sort of the being held back, is due to that, and other people are sort of in that situation. But the Lover says you are where you sort of need to be, but it is a matter of getting the results that you need within that spectrum that could be challenged within the week ahead. Again, it is just 1 week. It's not like a yearly reading or something like that. But anyway, weekend reading for Sunflower. Let's get you some good cards. Oh, you want the Thoth. Let's not get you some good cards. Sunflower is now officially addicted to the Thoth. We have corrupted Sunflower. This is bad. This is bad. I'm going to admit Sunflower being addicted to the Thoth after what the Thoth has done to her over the years is just not advantageous. Is just not advantageous. I think that Crowley has hypnotized Boo Boo into always using the Thoth now. I'm just saying. I think Crowley did something. Maybe it's some of the hypnosis from the back of the cards. Maybe it's the accuracy. I don't know what happened. But we need some freaking water. This is a water night. We need to be well hydrated, All right, interference alone. Going it alone is better this weekend than being in a group. Just going it alone feels better. It feels like you're going to get things done. You're going to get more done. It's a relaxing weekend, too. It's a relaxing weekend. It's time to take time for yourself. Don't try to do too much. I think that you need to relax, sleep in. Find those things that you really love, you really enjoy this weekend, and try to get those done. Because going it alone just doesn't work this weekend at all. It just doesn't work. Sometimes you can get some things done. Sometimes you need help, but sometimes you do need to go it alone. And going alone doesn't work, and it seems to be your only option. So you're kind of stuck between the rock and the proverbial hard place. Yeah, going it alone may be the best option, but how much results are you really going to get for that? Basically, it's a relaxed weekend. Wind down. Find the comfort food that you need. Find the comforting activities. Don't try to do too much this weekend, and just sort of pull back a little bit. Let things happen as they happen, and just sort of be an observer this weekend. I think it's going to be one of the big things for you. But overall, it looks, there are some things that just can't get done no matter how hard you work on it this weekend. So why? Why would you waste the time? Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Get that strategy out there where you're just like, I'm just going to work it, right? Cappy, thank you for your donation. If I didn't already say that, I'm just sort of, it's a Friday night. I'm just sort of in the zone. I'm just kind of in the zone today where I'm just sort of just letting the cards talk to me. I'm just putting the cards down. I'm not like putting any thoughts into much. I'm just letting the cards speak for themselves. I think that is working tonight too. I think it's going to be one of those nights where the cards just sort of read themselves at some point. And speaking of read themselves, let's get one of my favorite decks, the Modern Witch Tarot, where we're phone as we're being stabbed. By the way, if you are a subscriber, of course you're a subscriber. You're here. Hit that like and sub. Hit the like and sub. Let me know that you love me. Or let me know that I don't smell terrible. That's all I really want. at the end of the day. If I don't smell bad, then I'm going to be pretty content with myself at the end of the day. Oh, look at this. We got the sun. Speaking of smelling good, speaking of having the perfume that we need to smell on a Friday night, that sun brings it on in. The sun reels it in like a marlin caught on a fishing boat. It just does. Lillian, oh my God, how are you doing? It is so good to see you again. I appreciate that. Lillian, welcome back. It is very good to see you. It's been a few weeks. It has been a few weeks. Everybody say hello to Lillian. I've missed you, Lillian. We got a lot of the regulars that took a little break. I missed you. I missed you. All right. What to expect in June between the person I'm thinking of and me? Okay. 8 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, and the Sun. It is a back and forth thing. This person's not very stable. They seem like they're just, some days they're great, some days they're not. I'm not saying they're bipolar, but it just feels like that sometimes they just have that. They have that feeling of, what are you doing and where are you going with this idea, right? They're making choices that lead to just people being upset. And sometimes they make a choice where people are just ecstatic about it. It's a love-hate kind of thing, right? You either absolutely love what's happening with this person, or you just hate what's happening with a person. You just want to ditch them and just leave, or you just want to get out of that situation. If that love-hate relationship does have that feel. And the decisions that they make are questionable at times. You look at one of the decisions, like, what the hell were you thinking? Like, seriously, like, what were you thinking? What was the bright idea that you had where you said what you just said? Is that really necessary? It feels like there's a lot of that. There is a lot of that indeed. You love it or hate it, there doesn't seem to be an in-between with this particular person. I think that sort of bleeds into June as well. 8 of Swords, not much you can do. I think this person is pretty much very, very independent. And if they're going to do what they do. And you're not really going to be able to change anything about them at all. So, one of those feels. You got to sort of put up with it. Sometimes you just got to put up with a person if you love them or you like them, and you got to find a way to deal with it in your own way. You know what I mean? All right, Cappy, is the Aquarius going to talk to me again in the future? Star, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Cappy, let's find out what is going on with the Aquarius and what they are going to do in the future with you. I think if we're going to do an Aquarius read, let's go with not do that. Let's go with something fun. Let's go with this one. Let's go with that one. Ooh, I need to be careful with that one. I think I'm selling it. Let's go with this other one. Yeah, if you're selling a tarot, you got to be careful with those things. They are delicate sometimes. They are little pieces of cardboard. I mean, after all, they are just a little piece of cardboard at the end of the day. Grimalkin, though. Grimalkin, this is such a nice tarot. I came in at 10. It had a book. It was like $30. Those are the old days before inflation. Okay, is the Aquarius going to see me again? Oh, we need to find out about that. Oh, man. All right. Boo Boo, do you got that one? Let's find out. The Aquarius is going to talk to me again in the future. 5 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. It'll be something light. It'll be something light if they come back around. You're definitely not looking for something that's going to be very serious or very constant. You're going to have things that are just sort of moving around, sort of motioning back and forth. I don't think you're going to have anything that's going to be absolutely, consistent. You know what I mean? Consistent. Yeah. 5 of Cups sort of it starts it off bad. This is the Lord of a disappointment, that is going to be, I got Cappy. I got you, Cappy. 5 of Cups, the Lord of disappointment. It feels like that may be something that is going to be upsetting for a while. It's almost like once you give up, once you sort of let this move into the next phase, right? The 7 of Pentacles, we planted the seeds. They know we like them. They know that we planted the seeds. It's a matter of letting it develop, okay? Letting it develop. Let me give you an example. This one part of a relationship, right? where you're sort of just a little bit too needy sometimes, and the other person pulls back. I'm not saying you're needy. I'm just giving you an example. You're sort of a little bit too attentive, or you're a little bit too attentive to this person, and they pull back. They don't like that. And then all of a sudden you just relax and you just do your own thing. And all of a sudden they come towards you, right? You gave them that space to come towards you. They gave them the incentive. You gave them that reason to come towards you instead of you sort of always being available thing. It does end okay. They do text you, but it's a matter of giving them that space, forgetting about it, and letting it manifest to where they're like, hey, I wonder what happened to Cappy. What is Cappy doing? And then they come back. So it's a matter of getting that space, getting that distance, letting them do the thing. And then sometime they just say, hey, I miss Cappy. And then all of a sudden they're back. Anyway, Lillian, good to see you again. I appreciate that. Austin, what is going on? Good to see you as well. We got a lot of people coming back in. What is going on, Austin? Good to see you. And let's find out about business. We're going to do business. I'm really starting to enjoy the Golden Art Nouveau, The Golden Art Nouveau. It's not half bad. It is not half bad indeed. Oh, man. Let's see if this is going to be a thing. Business update, business advice. Where are we going to go? How is it going to work out? The Golden Art Nouveau, because we do need more money. Everybody needs more money. Everybody needs that fat cash, and we need to know how to get it. Ooh, nice. Nice indeed. There's something dragging you down. There's something holding you back. It feels like that there isn't, everything is not lined up like it should be. Everything is not going exactly how it should. You do have a situation where it's just like you're running in a circle, or you're not able to sort of get where you need to be. And again, there's one particular thing holding you back. I think that you need to sort of release that. Let that go. Don't hold on to that. Find out if I can get rid of that, or how I can get rid of that, right? D, what is going on? Yogi, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You need to lose something. You need to get the heartbreak gone. You need to shake it off. And the 9 says after you do that, it's really a question of choices. It opens up doors that were not opened before. I say that because we have the King and the Queen. It's almost a match. You're holding back a match that needs to be there. You're holding back something. You're sort of preventing something from happening, a match coming together, a match happening. This could be a big client. This could be an opportunity that you've been waiting for that just has slipped through your fingers, and it just has not happened. And the big part here is to let that happen, let that occur. And you need to release something in order for that to do. Austin, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. As we say in Texas, I appreciate you. D can back me up. We actually do say I appreciate you. And we do have sweet tea. General reading for June for Star. Let's check it out. See what good stuff we got. We got the golden. I mean, if you're looking for good stuff, the golden wheel has plenty of said good stuff. This is a good deck. The shame of it is I avoided this deck for a long time. I actively avoided this deck. I was just like, because on Amazon, it looks really digital, Mina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. It looks really digital. It didn't look good. But when I got it, I was like, this is great. This is fantastic. Anyway, general reading for June. June's going to work out. The 6 of Wands, a celebration, rolling through with people cheering for you, rolling through on a horse, flying the flag with a bird above you. But the devil in the 7 of Wands says one particular person is not too pleased. They're not too pleased about your level of success. It's almost like that they sort of don't want you to succeed, or a little bit on the jealous side, right? A little bit of that jealous feel. They're like, well, I'm not really too enthused about that. I should be, because this is somebody I know. I should be supportive, but I'm just not. That devil and that 7 of Wands, they're just not content. They're just not happy with what happens in June. actually think that you run into somebody from a while back, not like a permanent thing, not like a soulmate or anything. I think you run into somebody a while back. I think like 3/4 the way through June. And other than that, you kind of need to watch who is your friend, who's really your friend, who's your supporting factor, because June looks fairly successful overall, right? Overall, Sonia, welcome back. What is going on? Everybody's here tonight. It is rocking. We got a little party going on. I haven't started drinking quite yet. It's not time for the liquor quite yet, but it's warming up. It is warming up, my friends. It is warming up. The bottle is open. You never know when we're going to start drinking on the weekend. The weekend, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. So, yeah, that's it. Okay, this might hurt, Tara. How is my weekend? Speaking of which, you got a Zoom meeting with some buddies. We want to find out how is that going to go, sort of reuniting over the digital realms and finding out, what the buddies be doing lately. How is their weekend going to go? Yogi wants to know. The Zoom meeting, oh my, there's some secrets learned. I think somebody slips up. Maybe Star Bright, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I think somebody slips up and they tell you something that is quite interesting indeed. Sam, what is going on? That high priestess, they've been holding it back, my friend. Yogi, they have been holding back the facts. They have been holding back the facts, and the Six of Wands says that they are on a celebration thing. They could have, a couple of drinks down them. All of a sudden, they tell you something that's quite interesting. The Nine of Swords, are they too excited about letting that slip? I don't think so. I think they're like, oh my, I shouldn't have said that. Lucinda, what's going on? Libra, thanks for your donation. But that Nine of Swords says they are concerned. They are concerned about it. They just didn't mean to say it. Oh, overall, your weekend looks pretty good. Meeting with friends is nice. I think you have a couple of shows you're going to be catching up on. I think you're going to be outside rocking on something, doing something fun. I think you got a fun weekend ahead of you. It's almost like you're working. Are you working a little bit? You got a couple of things, couple of little tasks to do at work, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, the Zoom meeting with friends goes great. You do have a little slip up and everybody, sort of laughing at the entertainment factor there. Anyway, when will the Vero Beach apartment open up? Austin wants to know. We got an apartment in mind. Austin has an apartment in mind. Elise has a Zoom meeting too. Maybe it's the same Zoom meeting. I mean, I don't mean to blow your mind, but maybe it's the same Zoom meeting and you don't even know it. Elise, do you know? Do you know if that's the same Zoom meeting or not? I mean, this is a possibility. Anna K, let's find out. You're always working. Well, the Yogi, that just happens. We're waiting for this apartment to open up. We've been waiting a while. When the hell is it going to be there? Because we need to move in there and get the upgrade. Find out what is going to be the next big thing, how we're going to do it, how we're going to deal with it. Let's discover together with the Anna K. Austin. When will it open up? August 11th. Feels like August 11th is when it'll open up. I think you're looking at late July, early August 11th with that. The Empress is the comfort zone. We want something that's going to be a little more comfortable, something that's going to be nice, kind of chilling out, not going to be that big of a deal, right? The Three of Wands, we have been searching, we have been sort of stalking this apartment for a little bit too. A little bit. Stalking the apartment. That Three, looking, scanning, trying to get it, trying to find it. One of those things. Now, the Nine is the good news card. It talks about get the reward for hard work. I think you're stalking, looking at this thing, then you're trying to get the upgrade, looking at it, scanning it, trying to find it. The Nine says you do find it. Again, I'm going to say August 11th. We're just going to go for that, right? Popped into my head. We're going to go for that. And I think that's when it's going to work out. Going to not be too bad. You're going to have a little bit of an opportunity. So make sure you call and check on that day and find out if that's going to be there. If that is going to be there, maybe somebody moves out, maybe somebody can't pay rent, they got to get booted. I don't know. I just don't know. But Mina knows. Mina has and Mina wants to know. What are the thoughts, feelings, and all that good stuff towards me? Mina, are they going to be serious with you? Are they going to get serious with you? Are they going to be friendly? Is this going to be somebody that you can, sort of hang out with and be with and have all of the good stuff? You can share all your tarot decks with them. You can read together, one of the special relationships. Special relationships. Wow, that's a pretty cheap apartment. That's nice indeed. What's $813? What is that, a studio? That's a really cheap apartment indeed. That's going to be hard to get one of those, but yeah, there is that. Went to HS in Manila, weekly Zoom meeting reunion perhaps. It could be. It could be indeed. I don't know. A's true feelings and thoughts towards me. How is A going to go? Is A going to be half decent? Are they going to be nice to me? What is going to happen with A? Let's find out. Hierophant, Justice, 3 of... Okay, we need one more freaking card here. This is really confusing. Knight of Swords. The Hierophant does say that they like a situation as is. It's going to be hard to get this person out of their current situation. It's going to be difficult to sort of figure out what is going to be the next big thing they're doing or where they're doing it or why they're doing it. It doesn't feel like that they have a consistent thing kind of going on, right? It's very sort of up in the air sometimes. But the Hierophant says they like the situation as is. That could be bad or good for you. It could be a situation where, you have a decent connection, you want it to move forward maybe, but the situation just doesn't occur. It could be that they're in another relationship and you just try to drag them out of it, get on out of it. It could be you're in a situation where you're like already with them, but they like the situation how it is. Justice says that eventually they don't. They get into a situation or they get into sort of this feel where things just aren't working out. Things aren't on the up and up anymore. It's like what happened maybe is not what I want long term. I want a little bit of a situation, and there's all sorts of things sort of moving back and forth with that. The Justice card says, yeah, this is a situation where I need a little bit of alteration, need a little bit of a change. And the 3 of Cups says other people are going to bring about that change. They're going to bring it about. They're going to help out. This is a situation where you need a social network with this. You need maybe some people to be there, right? And the Knight of Swords, it sort of suddenly moves quicker soon. So if you wait, if you're patient and all of that, you need to sort of, check that out. The patience works out. The Knight of Swords, the situation starts moving quickly and it sort of progresses from there. So overall, that looks half decent. It looks half decent indeed. So I like it. That is not bad. All right. And let's see what we got going next, my friends. What we got going next. One more, Starbright. Starbright, I love you. Starbright, I'm madly in love with Starbright. And if you want another question, you get another question. But Starbright, I need some refreshments. Here we go. Apparently I swallow loud. Insert sexual innuendo here. But yeah, Christina said I swallow loud. I'll let you be the judge of that. I mean, rate me on 1 to 10 on volume of swallow. Okay, that sounds really bad. Cancel that idea. Let's cancel that idea. Okay. Anyway, on to the next reading. Starbright. A's feelings towards me. Now, I do see a pattern here. Mina wants to know about A's feelings, and Starbright wants to know about A's feelings. I think you two should get together. You should get together and compare notes. Make sure it's not the same person. Just saying. The last one was loud. All right, let me try it again. Let me try it. Volume 10. All right, I am really close to the mic. Okay, so in other words, I should be muting. All right, whatever. All right. Well, apparently I swallow loud. I mean, geez, it's Friday, so I'm going to roll with it, but oh man, it's going to be this is an innuendo. This is one of those. Okay. Anyway, A's feelings towards me. Let's find out. Go to the Tarot Tower and get my loud ass swallowing self to grab a deck of cards for you. If I'm going to do that, I am going to go with the loud swallow itself, not that one, the Wildwood Tarot. The Wildwood Tarot. Let's see. The first two were about a 4 and the last one was Why did I do this to myself? Why did... All right. Right. You know, I have a mute button right here too that I could press, but I don't. I don't because I like the abuse. You know, at the end of the day, I like the abuse. That is there. Okay. A's feelings towards me. The Two of Vessels, they got some good feelings towards you. They got some nice feelings towards you indeed. This is not looking too bad. You have the Six of Stones, that giving. They're willing to put up with a lot. They're willing to put up with a lot, but maybe not now. They're willing to put up with a lot, maybe not now, though, because that Page of Stones, how much effort am I willing to put into this? Not a ton, you know what I mean? Not just like an immense amount or anything like that. But yeah, that Page of Stones says, maybe I'm not quite prepared to go into the next phase. Maybe I'm not quite prepared to have feelings. Maybe I'm not quite prepared to have that. I'm just sort of lurking. You know, you have that lurking feel here at the moment. And the Two of Vessels says they do come around, though. I think you've had that before, right? A's feelings towards me was, I think, not now, but later. The Two says that you do have a lot of possibilities for the future, but not now. That Page of Stones, I'm not really ready for the next thing. I'm not really ready for that adventure. Maybe I'm a little bit of a newbie. Maybe I'm a little bit of sort of just warming up as it goes, you know? As it goes. DC, it didn't bother me at all. Well, you know, DC, you know, exactly. You know, as long as somebody in chat likes my swallow, there is a, all right, why am I still on this? I should have moved past this an hour ago. You know, the stream is only an hour, and we're already on our 75th sexual innuendo. But speaking of innuendos, I am going to go with this one. I did this for a private reading. Today, and it just gave me remarkable results. I was very, very pleased with this. In case you're wondering what this is, by the way, I am too. No, here it is. The Universal Celtic or Celtic, whatever, deck is what it's at. We need a Generala for June. Libra wants to know. I think that you have a weird-ass June ahead of you. Libra, that's my initial reaction, Libra. Yogi, thank you for your donation. My initial reaction, Libra, is you got a weird-ass June ahead of you. Lillian, how long are you on for? I would say another 30 minutes. No, another 20 minutes. We're on another 20 minutes, and we're going to get out of here. So Christina's on her way. Let's see where she's at. Christina is on her way, and I need to order food. And is this going to be Uber Eats? So it's going to take like 10 seconds, but whatever. But I need to ask her what she wants to eat so I can order something. Anyway, because I got to work here in like 30 minutes too. So general reading is going to be 8 of Wands. June is quick. June is rapid. It feels like that the Tower is a rebuilding or catching, right? It's almost like that you are juggling some things for June. You have an action in June that needs to happen. The 8 of Wands into the Tower. We need to do something quickly before it all falls down. We need to do something to prepare for the next phase, because I think the next phase is indeed it all falls down. We have a big problem with that. Why does it fall down? The 10 of Wands, we bit off a bit too much. We don't have the resources we need. We don't have the structural support that we need. We can't carry that much. We can't do that much. And the 10 of Wands is interesting because we're blindfolded and walking on these sticks, right? It takes an intense amount of skill in order to dodge this, avoid this, or even rebuild afterwards. And the 2 of Swords says we're not in the mindset to get that done. So June looks like a weird-ass month indeed. You got a quick result, a quick action to avoid things going wrong. I think you do see it fairly quickly. You are able to take action, but sort of getting into that mode, getting in there is going to be a little bit difficult because it's too much. It falls down, that's fine, but can I catch it all? Can I do it all? Can I do this balancing act? Maybe not. We may have problems at the end of the day. 2 of Swords, it just may not have the information I need to do that. But it looks like a weird month, Libra. June looks a little bit on the unusual side indeed. All right, a star has a question below. More on the juicy secret to be revealed. Okay. Let's find out about that. Well, it is a secret. It is to be revealed. I don't know if it's going to be juicy or not. Star has a question below. Star, let's see. Starlight, star bright is not you. Well, the outcome be if it's about a social metaphysics for the philosophy dissertation. Well, that sounds interesting. Writing something for the dissertation. Let's do a thought derivative. Let's do a thought derivative and find out how that might go indeed. How that might go indeed. All right. Let's see. You know, I might do Chick-fil-A for Uber Eats. Chick-fil-A sounds decent for Uber Eats. I'm going to say now, that sounds half decent indeed. All right. Let's see here how this is going to go. Outcome if you choose to do an action. Magician, you're damn good at it. I think the outcome will be good because you are the magician. You have the abilities. You have the skills to pay the bills. You have the skills to get that going. That's going to be decent. The moon, this is a weird thing, though. I think some people are not going to be too excited about reading it. Some people are going to be like, I'm not really sure how to process this. How to process this may be a little bit too different than what they have seen before. You'd have a cutting card, like it's almost like it's not allowed. You know what I mean? They're like, no, you can't do that. No, we need to cut that. The Ten of Swords, you need to cancel that. You need to cut it. The Tower, all of your plans fall down. All of these big things happening fall down. Goodbye, Lillian. Have a great evening. But yeah, the Magus next to the Ten of Swords. And I'm not saying you don't have the ability to do this. I'm not saying it wouldn't be half decent, but it looks like that it gets canceled. It looks like it gets restricted. It's not something they want to see, not something they want to deal with. You're having sort of a problem getting that through the entire, process. You're having problems getting it through the entire process. But yeah, I wouldn't do it. I mean, entertainment purposes only. But if you're going to put a lot of work into it and they're just going to kind of can it, then that may be a problem indeed. And that may be a big waste of your time. I definitely get pre-approval before you put like a ton of effort into it. Doesn't mean you can't do it. Doesn't mean you're not good at it. Just means that other people may not be impressed or other people may not be there. Let's find out. Speaking of other people, let's go to an other people deck over here. And that's the first time I pulled the wrong box. Maybe I should start drinking after the stream. Maybe I should start drinking after this. This could be my golden opportunity to get drunk after the stream. Indeed. All right, Yogi, more juicy secrets revealed. How juicy are the juicy secrets? I don't really think it's a juicy secret. I just think it's funny. Like I'm not wearing pants or, I don't know. It could be something interesting. Five of Wands. It's like they had a conflict with something or somebody. Things didn't go well. And I think they ended up, okay, we're going out on a limb. Yogi, this is way out on a limb. Way out on a limb, Yogi. We had a conflict with a couple. We had a conflict with maybe a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something like that. We had a conflict and it became a secret. What do we kind of do with that, right? It could be that somebody that the entire group hates, we hooked up with them. It could be some random person that everybody hates, nobody really likes. It's somebody that is just hated by a lot of problems, a lot of drama starters, somebody that is known to start crap. We ended up hooking up with them. We could be that. The Two of Cups, you know what I mean? And we kept it secret. You're like, maybe it's like hate sex or something. We kept it a little bit secrets with that High Priestess. We're like, let's not tell anybody about this situation. Yeah, that's not good. But the Knight of Wands, we're kind of still thinking about him a little bit. So again, we're going way out on a limb. And way out on a limb. That's what I think. Yogi, we're going out there. We're risking it all for you. Just for you, and hoping for the best with that. But yeah, that is very specific. So that is, come back and tell us. Come back and tell us, Yogi, what was the secret that was revealed that I said it wasn't juicy, but that would be indeed juicy if you know somebody everybody hated, you end up hooking up with. You never know. You never know what is going to happen. Come back tomorrow. We're here every night. Every single night we are here. All right. Now, we're on free readings now. And DC says, if you want a reading, be sure to donate maybe. Who's been spamming? Sonia. Sonia has a question. Sonia's been around. I love Sonia. Let's get Sonia's reading out there. Sonia, we're out of donations. Let's do it. Let's see. Am I going to win the doctoral, maybe I should start drinking. Okay, am I going to, it's the yes or no question. Am I going to win this for the year 2021 or 2022? Let's find out. Let's find out, my friend Sonia. And go with the Gentle Tarot? Nah, screw the Gentle Tarot. I want something weird. I want something weird for this one. I'm going with this one. I said weird, and then I pulled the Tarot of the Divine, which is the least weird deck in the thing. But yeah, Lucy, welcome to the stream. What is going on? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, everybody. By the way, we're here every single night for the rest of your life. So if you're alive, we're here. We're here doing readings from 6:30 p.m. to whenever. You know, we are here. If you like us being here, let us know. Hit the button. The button lets us know that, you know, we're appreciated there. All right. Yes or no question, am I going to win something? Six of Coins says yes. That is a huge thumbs up. If you're going to get something, if you're going to receive something, if you're going to receive something, if you're going to get something, the Six of Coins says, yeah, it's handed to me. It's handed out. And the Page of Wands, too. The action is focused towards you. I don't think it is what you want necessarily. I think that you do get offered something that may be a bit on the conflicting side. You're like, that's decent, thanks, or whatever, but do I really want that at the end of the day? Maybe not. Knight of Coins says overall you're pretty pleased, you're pretty happy with it, and you know, that's going to be not a bad thing at all. Not going to be too bad, not going to be too bad at all. So the Knight of Coins looks pretty good with that. So overall it works out well, especially with strength. It is something that you enjoy. It is something that's nice overall. Anyway, okay, I guess we're ending early, I guess. We're ending a little bit. When we started, we're on, I think, an hour. But we'll end a couple minutes early. I got to get some Uber Eats over here and whatnot. Anyway, thank you for being here. We will see you tomorrow night.
You got me in the mood. It feels like I'm about to get screwed. My heart is easily misled. They say once you